Is one of the points on that scale a position where you can bung the search engine provider a couple of £100 and they will ensure that come hell or high water, your entry will appear at the top?
Not if they're a reputable search engine company. No, there are most search engines operate on the principle of a kind of a two-stage set of search results. There's the kind of the main search results. If you think about Google, which is the one that everybody uses as an example, when you do a Google search, the results that come back, there's the kind of the widest part of the page is over on the left, and that's what's called natural or sometimes organic search results. They are the results that are just generated according to Google's search index and the algorithm that they apply to the content that they know about on the web relating to the term that you've searched for. So it's natural, it's organic. It's affected by nothing other than the various things that comprise the way Google indexes content. Over on the right-hand side, there's the narrower column, which it has a heading that says sponsored links and so on, which people do pay for. They are effectively advertising. And the way that they're displayed and the order that they're displayed in and how much they cost and all of that kind of stuff is a little business by itself that involves, again, planning and organising and getting everything right and linking everything up and working through over a period of time a certain number of displays and so on, in the same way as kind of big traditional media has tended to work. So in that sense, you can pay to have your site appear on a search engine results page. Exactly where and exactly how might vary according to the search engine. But there is no way that you can slip whoever a few £100 and have your site appear at the top of the natural search results. And obviously some people prefer results in the natural space because they feel that they're more legitimate, that they're kind of more likely to be accurate because nobody's trying to force the issue. Other people prefer to use sponsored results because they actually tend to find that they're more focused, that they're actually more likely to generate the content that they're actually looking for because somebody's gone to the trouble of paying to have an ad associated with the search term that you're looking at display on the page. So different people use it in different ways, but the two basic principles both somewhat preclude you paying and guaranteeing that you'll end up at the top of the ranking.
Okay, so the myth is in fact incorrect.
Slightly.
If you do your research, talk to the right people, or get the right people involved, there is nothing to stop anyone appearing at the top of the search results.
If you manage to check every single box that works the algorithm, and obviously you've got the content on the pages that relates to what somebody's searching for, then in theory you can get yourself to the top of the rankings. There are search engine optimization companies who will actively manage that process for you. And truthfully, in order to try and maintain that kind of position, it is an active process. You can't simply build a site, put the content in it, tell Google it's there, and then assume that it will forever appear at the top of the list. You need somebody actively to manage that process. And most people basically go to a search optimization company in order to do that because it requires a certain amount of time, a certain amount of knowledge. It requires, generally speaking, the kind of attention and understanding of not only your site, but how other sites are adapting themselves and changing themselves. That it requires them to monitor a whole bunch of other things. And generally speaking, most businesses don't have that kind of resource in-house. So you can go to those people and they will help you to be in as high a rank as you can be, using legitimate techniques and managing the site actively over time. So that's certainly an option, but again, requires some investment and requires quite a lot of continual investment because you can't ever stop almost. If you do, you run the risk that you're going to start dropping down the rankings.